morning everyone. Today I'm about to explain detail about managerial function, which is include planning, organizing, leading and controlling in Islam. What is Islam management? Islam management is perspective defined as the ability to utilize resource, both material and human, optimally in order to achieve goals, whether it's short-term or long-term goals. Islamic management also is generated wholly Al-Quran and As-Sunnah as resource for decision making. Surah Al-Imran 19 said, "Truly, the religion with Allah is Islam. Those who were given the scripture, Jews and Christians, did not prefer accept out of mutual jealousy after knowledge had come to them." Okay, first one is planning. Planning is a process of setting objectives for short-term and long-term goals. Short-term usually is for improvement in performance, and long-term is for be worthy a servant of Allah. And Muslims are taught to balance both of these objectives. Planning was practiced by our Prophet Muhammad in many incidents that he had gone through. One of the prominent is seen in his carefully planned actions and move to preach the faith of Allah to the world. He had two choices, whether to do it publicly or cautiously. He chose secretly at first because Mecca at that time, the Qurayshi tribe did not hold the same values the Islamic faith was bringing. Why they reject? Because the Islamic faith emphasized on human equality, justice, and sympathy for the weak. Prophet Muhammad preached Islam secretly at first to his close and trust friends and families. Al-Quran suitable for this situation, I think, is Surah Al-Ankabut 61. It says, "And if you were to ask them who was created the heavens and the earth and subject the sun and the moon, they will surely reply, Allah. How then are they dividing as polytheists and disbelievers?" The meaning this Al-Quran is believe that everything in the earth and sky is belonging to Him, Allah. Only Allah can classify the human, whether good or bad, and no one can challenge His power. Okay, next one is organizing. Organizing is the structure of projects, as well the structure of roles to be undertaken by human efforts. Organizing comprises an organization structure, utilization of human resource, authority, power, and the practice of delegation, as well as decentralization and centralization. The practice of organizing can be seen in the incidents of Hijrah led to Prophet Muhammad. If planning and organizing not be done carefully, Prophet Muhammad would be murdered and the course of his story would not be the same one. Surah As-Zumar 14 said, "O Muhammad, Allah alone I worship by doing religious deeds sincerely for His sake only, and not to show off and not to set up rivals with Him in worship." It means that one has made sure the task is complete with the best of one's ability. Sincerity is an absolute value in the sense that there is no such thing as more or less sincere. Okay, the third of the managerial function is leading. Leading refers to the process of moving people in a planned direction that is in their long-term best interest. If you are the leader, you should serve and help others to get ahead. The characteristics of Islamic leader are allegiance to Allah, has global perceived goals of organization, not only in terms of individual or group interests, but also from wider Islamic perspective. Third one is obeys to Sharia and the Islamic manners of doing trust. Okay, the last in character is delegates trust. What is mutual consultation? It used to be undertaken among leaders of various tribes or groups. Shura certainly implies transparency, open-mindedness, which can only happen with the accompaniment of respect, trust, empowerment, freedom of expression, readiness to be criticized, and acceptance of divergent views. Shura, as Shura 38 said, and those who answer the call of their Lord to believe that He is the only one Lord, which is Allah, and to worship none but Him alone, and perform as salat, and who conduct their affairs by mutual consultation, and who spend of what we have bestowed on them. Okay, the last one is controlling. Controlling defines as the application of the procedures prescribed and organized according to the plan, as well as the performance of the roles defined as specific under the organization. In simple terms, this means carry out the plans and assuring that the result will conform to the actual plans. Let's end this with Surah Al-Imran 104. Surah said, "Let there arise out of you a group of people inviting to all that Islam is good, enjoying al-maruf, which means all that Islam orders one to do, and forbidden al-munkar, which means all that Islam has forbidden." And this is the who are successful. Okay, it defines as exclaiming people to kindness and to leave out all the bad behavior. To measure of what we are doing, either it is fair or pure. We shall refer back to Al-Quran and Al-Sunnah. Anything that is right in Sharia will always right, although it is opposite to our passions and wants. Similarly, if everything is stated in Sharia as illegal or wrong to be done by Muslims, it can never change until the end of the day. Thank you. That's all from me.